Boom. My check. Oh, we're cooking. Boys and girls, what is going on, man? Hey, guys, what's going on? What is going on there, Jeremy Stolt? What's new with you, buddy?
Just building planes and able to have my daughter come home for college for the weekend.
Oh, nice.
So kind of nice to have
Well,
family home together this weekend. Kind of nice.
very nice, man. Well, look, dudes, guys, happy freaking Thursday. We made it again. Look, we're back in the saddle again. Gotta say, look, I don't know if you guys even knew this or not. I know you know. I literally just overslept. I literally just overslept, dude. That was crazy. I was sitting down and dude, I just dozed right on off, man. I'm old guy stuff, right? It literally dozed off and then just woke up. I was like, what is going on, man? So,
That's how it
but
works.
glad to be here. That was so funny. Dude, that has never ever happened in the history of me ever doing this live show. That's a new one right there. Man, oh man, dude. I
Means you're busy,
literally
means you're busy, which is either good or bad.
I know, right? Yeah, dude. Probably both. That was funny though. I woke up in panic. You ever know how like, you wake up, you're like, oh my god.
I
I
set up
was
a
like,
channel and then nobody can even get to it.
no, man, that was crazy. I couldn't believe it, dude. But guys, we are back in here. Wanted to tell you guys, we are back in the mix. So, like I said, another happy freaking Thursday, guys. We made it. We're all here. And yeah, Jeremy, what's going on, man? What's new with you, buddy?
Wow. Let's see. Well, we just finished and we just got all of our that one. Sorry, the 2.0 Viper jet. That was the green Viper jet. That
That's right.
we got
Yep.
that up flying. We got lots of flights on it now. Having a good old time on that one.
Man. Yeah, I thought I saw some video of that thing ripping around, man. Was that I think that's the one I just saw, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's a green one. It's the one that we had in the background here for a little while. It was a little bit of delays on what we were going to do with it. We were waiting for receivers, and then we got all that. But anyway, we got it all up and running. We had a blast with it. We've had several people fly it. They really like it and enjoy it. It's a fun jet,
Man,
like any Viper jet. I think we have a video of it on there. I don't know if we have music on it, but
yeah,
might be able to
I
look
thought
that up.
we, yeah,
But
I thought we saw some good video of that thing up there moving and grooving around.
yeah,
But
I think we looked at pictures,
that's
but
all right. I think you're
last
right.
time, yeah, we can show that up there. So Viper jets, it seems like they're all coming out of the woodworks now. There, it seems
Oh,
like
dude,
there's
yeah,
always a
hold
Viper jet.
that one. We're gonna talk about that pretty soon.
No, I'm just saying though, there's a lot of Viper jets out there because we've got for just us at Banana Hobby, we've got our 3.0 Viper or 2.6, depending on how you look at it. 3.0 for wings, 2.6 if you go fuselage.
Yeah,
We
man.
got the 2.0 that is by pilot, and then we've got a 1.8 that we're going to be assembling also. So that'll be kind of cool. We have the good old beautiful Baltic Bee back here.
Dude, that thing is just a beauty. That is a work of art right there.
So it's back there. Man, that has a little dark view on there. I'm gonna turn on the lights again and
Man,
see if you
guys,
can
look.
see it a little bit better on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good. By
There
the
we
way, B1s are
go.
coming back this summer, fellas. B1s coming back this summer. So looks
Yeah.
like
So
that's a good thing,
look at that thing. Beautiful.
dude. What can you put? You know that when you have them that shiny, I think people used to put something on there and it would make it super glossy. What was that?
Mop and glow.
Hop and glow. There it is.
That was on foam jets.
That's right. You put the mop and glow. Dude, I knew guys that used to put mop and glow on their shoes. When I was in ROTC, they put mop and glow on their shoes, make them super
Shoot, man.
shiny and everything. Man, dude. Let's see here. Let's take a
Yeah,
look.
then we got the dog face here.
Oh, we got the pup right there. By the way, let's see here. What's going on, Tim Burks? We got Bentley Hickton in the house.
But
Let's see.
yeah, the
Yeah,
B1. Yeah, it's going to be coming back. From what I understand, it's supposedly in the next container. So
yeah,
hopefully they come whenever. I'll try
man,
and get
man.
updates when I can.
Let's see.
Um,
Hey, By the way, it's funny. I'm over here reading some of the messages, and everybody's talking about the elephant in the room, man. So you know what?
Is
Let's
the
just go
elephant in
straight
the room?
into it. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight into it. You know what I mean? Everybody always wants to know. So
What does everybody want to know?
everybody wants to know about this one right here. We're talking about the Viper 100 Newton jet, brought to you by Hangar 9. Pretty cool looking thing. This thing is rolling around. I thought I saw about $1,200 if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look here. But also, guys, they came out with the 50 millimeter Habu as well. So we're going to talk about that little guy right there. Really don't want to talk about it because I want to talk about this instead. But take a look at it. Like you said earlier, Jeremy, this must be the year of Viper because this one came out. You were talking about the one that's carried by Banana Hobby. So you could see, but this is not a terrible price. $1,300 for it. The only thing is, it's like it doesn't come with retracts. So
That's
$1,300 for that one. Get the ones with retracts for 16. So we'll click on this one right here.
Yep.
And everybody knows a Viper jet flies amazing. You know, they really do. So yeah, man, let's see here. But let me just get a little better picture of that one right there. We'll get to that. Let's see here. There we go. Trying to get a little bit of better picture.
September for the B1s, by the way.
Oh, you said September?
August to September is what I just got word on. So
there you go. Man. There we go. Had to get that cleaned up a little bit. Let's take a look back at it. And I'm going to jump in the comments of you guys and see. But, elephant in the room, this one right here, the Viper 100 Newton, which is cool. I'm wondering if that thing will fly in the 80. What do you think? Probably.
Oh, absolutely. It's a balsa airplane. So
you answered my next question. So it is balsa. Okay. All right. So that answers the next question. So definitely balsa skinned, I guess. Very interesting.
Yeah.
And remember we were talking earlier, what was it, in the show last week, the difference of balsa planes and things like that with the heat coming into the set, and everything like that with the humidity. So it makes perfect sense. But yeah, I guess balsa, Jeremy, I guess balsa is the easiest, most affordable way to get into a turbine jet, right? I've had a balsa jet.
I would say the foam turbine jets are the way to go.
Really? Yeah, I would agree.
Sorry, there are a lot of airplanes out there that are balsa, a lot of warbirds, right? 3D airplanes, all that kind of stuff like that. I mean, I guess if you're always used to balsa, then balsa is going to be your thing. But I always hated repairing balsa whenever.
Well, that's the thing I was getting ready to bring up. You bring up a good point.
Carry the airplane wrong, something, just
yeah. With balsa, man, you're going to have to go in there and fix it. And if you don't know, I mean,
But I mean, it's a cheap way of doing things. But
yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's made by Hangar 9. So, I mean, I expect a balsa airplane, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
So
pretty cool. I mean, I think the colors are pretty good. That looks pretty good. Pretty straightforward build.
Yeah, they got a good scheme on it. Looks good.
I think so too. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I still haven't seen it. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. I was going to say, I still haven't seen the inside. It reminds me a lot of the BAE Hawk, the way this joins together right here, and you have the screws that go in there.
Well, that's just a shipping thing.
Yeah.
So,
but we can see it's all skin, and I wonder if it's balsa wood, and it has carbon fiber skinned inside. Yeah, very similar. Okay, that's a nice little view right there to show you where all the batteries are going, and okay. That's a good shot. Yeah, UAT right here, fuel tank. I have something very, very cool that I wanted to show you guys, but I fell asleep and didn't prepare. I didn't prepare, Jeremy. This is actually pretty nice.
What did you not prepare for?
Dude, I literally. Let me stop sharing. Let me jump back in here.
You didn't prepare for a nap, that's for sure.
I definitely didn't prepare for a nap, dude. And look, like when you're sleeping and you're so tired, that is like the best sleep ever. And that's what that was. And then I woke up in a panic and I was like, oh my God. I looked at the watch and I was like, oh, I've overslept. And then ran and hit. But I literally just picked up a Motion RC. It's a Freewing MiG-29 that has been converted to a turbine jet. Have you seen those? With a K40 or 30. I want to say it's like a K40, I believe.
On the belly.
On the belly. Well, it's not on the belly. It's on towards the rear of it. But it's pretty cool. I literally just picked it up. I was like, you know what? Why not? So got that one secured. Want to fly that around. I was like, you know what? I've got another foam MiG-29. Might as well try it. So I'm just wondering what kind of thrust that thing will be putting out. But apparently that little K30, man, is as powerful as those dual 80s. So if not more. So I don't know. It's amazing.
I would believe that, and then your batteries aren't going to be over 10.
Yep. That's right. Yep. And PPD1 fan says K45 probably. Yeah, I'm telling you, the thing is small. It's like as small as my hand, almost like the size of a Coke can.
So you got the whole setup, motor and everything?
Yeah, everything. For a crazy deal. I was like, it comes with the motor, the airplane, everything. It's just literally all I have to do is put in my receiver and go. I was gonna grab that. It's in the garage, and I was like, I can't even get it up here. But it is what it is.
It's a different type of conversion. If nobody sees it on the belly, then obviously it'll work out great. So there's people that fly it that way.
Yep, exactly. But so I would say, good luck finding a K30 or K45 anymore. Yeah, I know. I got one. Yep. The K30
is for sale. I will take it.
Yeah, man. I know, right? Yeah. And that was another thing, too. I was like, you know what? K30s, K45, those things sell pretty quick. Then you can put them in pretty much anything. They can stick them in an 80-millimeter airplane. So I remember that I had a K30 a long time ago in it's the airplane the Banana Hobbies carries. It's the MiG-17, the turbine version. I had a K30 in that one. So Pretty cool. Let's see here. By the way, guys, I didn't get a chance to do a quick rundown. By the way, Tim Burks was the #1 first guy in the room. Tim Burks, he was in there before everybody else. He says, I beat Mountain RC. He absolutely did. And then Mountain RC slid in there in second place. So big shout out to Tim Burks. We got Mountain RC. We've got Bill Wagner. We've got Daniel. What's going on? We've got, let's roll on down. Louis Motorsports. What's going on, dudes? Let's see here. Bill Wagner. I said that. PPD1 fan. Dude, Cody's. What's going on? We got Cody 8754. Dude, then we've got a bunch of other people in here. Jay Custer. Let's see here, dude. Let's see. LW Randall. We've got him in here. Jeez, dude, we got a bunch of good people. And we are still rolling on. Bentley Heck. West Hobbies RC. Dude, we have just been pushing on through, man. I kind of just jumped into the show, man.
You're like,
Daniel. Go. Yeah, literally, I was like, it's late. Oh, my God, we got to get in here. Let's go. So, yeah, man, dude, that's pretty cool. Louis Motorsport says, E-Flight for everything holy. Please re-release the F4 Phantom 80-millimeter. That was a good one. RC Lando, let's see.
I wish it would, but it just seems like you don't see any real major EDFs coming out of there anymore.
I know. And that's very
different thing.
It's kind of sad, man, that you don't see them because, at one point they were producing as many EDFs as like Freewing was at one point. You know what I mean? And
they did come out with that big deal, right?
Yeah, they did. But all of a sudden they kind of slowed down and then they kind of stopped and then,
Yeah, the last stuff though, like for instance, was like the 80 mil F. It was an 80 or 90 mil F-16.
Yeah.
So there was that. Right. There was that F-18, but you just don't see it anymore. I mean, they've came out with some neat stuff. I mean, that GB, They did. They came out with the airliner, the A320.
Oh, that's right. It was the A320. That's right. But I will say, for the win, definitely Banana Hobby has been producing more airplanes than anybody else has. What is going on there, RC Pilot Will?
Welcome the music. I'm here.
Dude, don't story. I was late to my own show. I was literally sleeping, and then I woke up in a panic. And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm letting the world down."
I turned on the screen or whatnot and let everything sit, and I'm like, "Is this even going to happen?"
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Because I had my alarm set and everything. I was like, "Hey, you know how like you get home from work, you're exhausted, you're tired, and you're
Yeah.
like, I got 20 minutes, man. Maybe I can squeeze in a quick nap." Yeah,
Right. That quick nap turned into a long one real quick.
No bueno, man. No bueno. It was no good. No good. But absolutely, Louis Motorsports. He says there are no good EDF Warbirds. So
What?
yeah, there's no good EDF Warbirds out there, man. Apparently.
I still think that the 262 was pretty killer. So
the 262 is pretty cool. Yeah, I agree for sure. But
it also depends on what you consider a warbird.
That's true. But remember, we defined what a warbird was last go around. So I was
military aircraft.
Warbird, and then there
you go.
And then there's everything.
What the world?
That's how they have the turbine mounted in that little thing right there.
What's that, MiG-29?
Yeah, dude. I bought a MiG-29 that had been converted to a turbine today.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. It's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be
fun.
One of those tall apple
bombs. That motor is going to suck up so much grass.
Oh, I know. I was thinking there. I was like, it's sitting right there. Hey, we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting.
I'd love Krill to release an Su-57 micro composite at some point. That would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that would be kind of cool.
You know, we have an Su-57 twin 70 mil coming out, right?
Dude, what's the progress on that one, man? Let's talk about it.
It's going. It is going. They've been flying it. They've been having a good time with it. So it's already getting ready to be production. So
wow, man.
Hopefully.
Dude,
nice.
That's I know we're getting closer to it and everything like that. So that's one thing I was going to ask you about, that Su-57, and then I was going to ask you about that Matrix Sport jet. So, and I know last show I was asking you, Jeremy, I said, is there anything special that you guys want to tell us? You know, anything?
You need to put your little away. Stop trying to dig.
Sometimes you got to dig in order to find stuff. That's how they found dinosaurs.
We digging, man. We digging.
Yeah, we're doing what the good people, are requiring us to do. But no, man, it's been.
You guys have heard about those airplanes. We're going to keep the other things close to where we can hopefully hype it out for you guys and get you guys super excited. And then it's going to be like a quick purchase and get it pretty soon. So
there you go.
But anyway, that's going to be pretty cool. You're going to like that. It'll be pretty cool.
Very, very cool, man.
So RC Flying Veteran, how's that 64 millimeter F-22? It's a great little jet. In that small size of airplanes, it comes with lights, flaps, metal gear, retracts. I mean, you can't beat that thing for a small little 64.
Man, that's a crazy deal. Jeffro Castle says, I saw a ready-to-fly turbine plane for sale for $250 in Florida. I'm thinking that guy forgot to put another zero maybe in the ad or something like that.
Yeah, he forgot another zero.
If he didn't,
I bet his phone blew up.
Yeah, exactly. If that's the case, run to that dude's house, go get it. You know.
That's like me accidentally not putting 10 on the end of my Viper sale, and then to be sold for $160.
Yeah, right. How crazy is that, dude?
Man, my DMs would be blowing up. $160? Yeah.
I should have sent you a message. I'd be like, hey, dude, I want that, you know? But, Jeremy, any ideas on to when the K8 will be back in stock? I need one.
Man, everybody's waiting on them.
Dude, those things sold out.
I'm getting a lot of comments in my video. People waiting for that plane to come back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, everybody is loving that airplane. I'm surprised how fast that K8 flew out, dude. That
As a
K8,
matter of fact, As a matter of fact, Jay Custer was on my live stream. What was it yesterday? I went out flying. Yesterday I went out flying.
Showed up at my house today.
Ooh,
Oh, is
look
that
at there.
camo?
Is that the camo version there, sir?
That is. So I'm gonna do the unboxing videos and all that fun jazz. So from what I understand, it should be pretty soon for that. I just asked the question when it's going to be official on there.
Nice.
But we're waiting for the container to show, as far as I understand. So
Jeremy gets asked the question, when is the K8 coming back? And he grabs a box with a K8 in it and displays it.
He's like, what more do you want? What's going on there, Pulley 929? Good to have you in the house.
it's what's got to happen. It's what's got to happen.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Yeah, Louis, I absolutely agree with you. It's got such a characteristic on that airplane of how it does everything. It's a wonderful airplane. I mean, for how light it is and what it's got for options and how well it just zips into full speed. I mean, it's amazing. It's super fun. You guys both have it too. I mean, you guys can chime in too. You don't have to hear from me. I mean,
dude, the K8 is a phenomenal airplane. Like, it's honestly, like I said, me and Will flew it with a 7,000 6S in there, and the airplane didn't care at all.
We both did some 7,000 flights on those things. I actually took it out yesterday in that 25-mile-an-hour gust we was having, man, and it just handled it. It did not care.
Let's see. Charles McDaniels Freeland put out their version of the K8, which is identical to the Fly Fans. It's like the same thing, dude. It's like the same thing, except it says 70 to 80. I think they sell one with a 70 in there, and they have one with an 80. So I thought that was interesting. Well, we looked at the pictures of it last show, and I'm like, it's the same plane. I don't know.
Well,
who knows?
There's going to be loyalists that go that route. So
yeah, that's kind of a little. That's kind of a little desperate mood, though. It seemed like me.
Hey, Tim Burks has a question for you, Jeremy. Do they have any upgrades on the B1?
No, the version 2 is fantastic, so I don't think that they've changed anything. Now we wanted to try and toss some ideas of them doing like a version 3 or something like that, but I don't think that there's going to be too much invested into a version 3. Not saying it's not going to happen, but it would be pretty cool if they could do some things too there. We got some ideas, but the version 2 does fantastic. And so many people bought B1s. I mean, really, that airplane is pretty saturated out there in the communities. So
yeah.
Man, you know what my fans should do? They should do a twin 70 Tomcat.
Yeah.
X-Fly or Fly Fans?
You know,
who do it? X-Fly or Fly Fans? I think
a Tomcat would be great. I would love to have a Tomcat from there, but there's just so many other jets that aren't being done that I think that they could invest time in and do good. Yeah. Not trying to shoot that down, Will, please. I'm not, but
no.
Freewing really has a very good Tomcat. They've got 2 different versions of them out there.
Yeah, the 64 is awesome.
You know, and realistically, it would be hard to make an airplane that is lighter than that, so it's not a giant tank landing. So, I mean, I think that they've got it pretty right for size and all that. You got an 80 version option, and then you got that 64 option.
You don't think a 70 would balance out good?
I think that between 64 and 70, you run into battery things. I think that the Tomcat would have to be a dual battery, and then why not just be an 80? You know?
Yeah. If you're gonna carry the extra weight, then you might as well go ahead and have the extra power.
And I'm not saying that all twin 70s are that way. It's just the Tomcat requires so much extra involved in it.
Yeah.
That you're going to have a heavy airplane. You know what I mean?
Right.
That is going to need that extra oomph for longer. So there's my thought on there. But like our twin 70 Su-57, you know, on a single battery, that thing is going to zip because it's a very streamlined, light airplane. You know what I mean? It gets away with less items on there, and it's going to be pretty awesome. So
I agree. I definitely agree. Let's
that makes sense why you can get away with 1 battery and 2 on a 70. So
Louis Motorsport says Freeling was a punk for that move. LMFAO for sure. I was thinking the same way. I was like, dude, that's lame.
Yeah.
Lame Freewing over there jumping on the coattails of the K8. Come on, we know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. We just didn't want to say it, but we're gonna say it.
We're gonna say it.
Jeffrey said foam is cheap.
I'm not going to say anything.
All right. Yeah, you can't say anything. You gotta remain somewhat neutral. Let's see.
Yeah, you gotta remain neutral in this.
And by the way, let's see. Again, we did talk about the Hanger 9 Valiant 20cc last show. That's another new one that just popped out. If you guys missed it on the last go around, that was something that was kind of cool too. I'm a big fan of the Balsa airplanes for sure. So that is another new one that came out. Now let's move on to the second new airplane that they came out with today, and we're going to talk about. It is what it is. If you like it, if you don't, we're going to talk about this little E-flite Habu SS, the little 50 millimeter little doodad of a jet. Some people like that little guy, and it's got a niche in the market. So we have to.
Did y'all already talk about the other thing from Horizon?
We did, but we're going to come back to it. Yeah.
Hey, you remember when I showed up late? You gave me crap.
Yeah.
You're asking for the backtrack.
Tell him, dude. Get him.
Yeah, Bill.
Yes.
Get him.
Calm down now.
We've got the E-flite Habu SS Super Sport for you guys that don't know what SS means. 50 millimeter EDF RC jet. So here you go. It's going to be running off of 3S and 4S power. And it's coming in with the AS3X and Safe for $199. It is a smaller little airplane, little toss and boss. It's kind of cool, cute little airplane right there. If that's what you want,
Well, Bobby, all the Chevy people in here know what SS means.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, you got to be talking to the Dodge people who deal with SS.
No.
Yeah.
They don't know what SS means.
Yeah, exactly. They definitely don't. They're like, wait a minute. Do you mean,
You mean SRT? You mean
Are you talking SRT? No, we're not talking SRT. Let's see here.
Man. Hey, could you imagine that? A Viper Hellcat.
Viper Hellcat.
Yeah, I should put Hellcat decals on my Viper.
Why not? Why not, dude?
Put Viper decals on it.
Nice little airplane, right? Obviously you're spending $200, so you're going to see this kind of thing right there.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
I mean, that's pretty nicely crafted for the money.
It's not terrible. I mean, it's what you want. The 80 millimeter Habu that I have is a wonderful flying airplane. So I can see the 50 millimeter in the market. Again, guys, this is smart because look, they already got the mold. They already got the dimensions and everything. Just all you gotta do is scale it down, put it back in production. Boom. Coming in at 27-inch wingspan and 30 inches long. So that's not terrible. Good looking bird. So there you have it, guys. And,
so I'm not going to assemble this. I'm just going to pull out some things for you to just see what the look looks like.
We're going to pull this up right here. We're going to take a quick look at the video. So we can watch this thing.
I'm with you on that.
Let's see here. I'm not sure what happened with that. I'm not sure what happened with it. We'll come back to it.
What'd you do?
I don't know, man. The thing just didn't want to play. So I said, you know what? It's an E-flite Habu. Everybody's seen one. We know what they look like. Jeremy's opening up a box, so we might as well go ahead and switch to the box. And so myself and Will can heckle him
Look at
in the
this.
box.
I'm not going to do any full assemblies because you guys have all seen the K8. We're just gonna take a look at the scheme.
So that's the camo.
This is the camo version, guys. This is what you've been waiting for.
See, all right.
Where's your X-Acto blade? This guy's got a basic razor blade out here. Oh, he's using it without the handle.
I know.
Man, caution to the wind.
Dude,
I will fight you with the knife.
there you go. Camo version KO
Hold on a second,
unboxing.
Alex. Don't make me go reaching over here for my ink pen.
By the way, guys, we're gonna go ahead and we'll start a little poll right there in the corner. You'll
Look,
see, do you like the live show? 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're in a safe zone. You can say these things to us. Very nice looking. Okay.
Pretty clean right there.
look
Yeah.
out of the box. There you go. Look at this.
Man, I want one of those. I want the camo.
It looks pretty good.
Dude, that looks like a very nice.
Man,
Is that
Bob,
your
you
first
just skipped on me just that quick. Now you want the camo?
Yeah,
Man.
dude. I mean, why not?
That's because there's another one out there that looks like the other one. This is unique.
Bobby's ready to sell already.
Dude,
Man.
I am. Dude, I told you, I don't have loyalty to my airplanes. There's no loyalty, gentlemen.
Man, how can you speak that around your airplanes? They're gonna hate you. You're gonna like.
And, look,
speak wobble.
I know, right?
they all have a short life expectancy.
Wow.
Let's see here.
Yeah, the next one you go out to fly is gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna show you just how short my life expectancy is.
FAE. That means mess around and what?
Fly around and find out.
And engage.
Fly around and find out. That's
You're
exactly
gonna
what
fly
that means.
around and fly and
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah, fly around and
Fly around and find out.
fly around and find out. I love that.
Fly around and end it.
Let's see here.
Car with the caps in it.
Very nice. I don't think mine had the caps in it.
Yeah, it also got the caption.
Holy Mother's Force said, dang. Let's see. Jeremy, any idea of when the plug and play J65 will be back in stock?
I would think within this same container. I'm asking questions.
Speaking of the J65, I gotta get a strut for that thing. I messed up my strut on one of the mains.
You mean like when you're walking around, how you strut around like a
Strutting the stuff.
you're strutting
you
stuff, dude?
I get the
Oh
strut.
yeah. Oh, I love the Rick and Morty shirt, by the way, dude. I love Rick and Morty.
Yeah, man.
Ooh,
Hey.
look at that. Okay, dude, I like the color.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's kind of growing on me.
I like it. For you guys that don't like that color, man, how do you not like that? That's cool.
It looks better in person. Well, not in person, but it looks better on German screen.
It does. And you know, his camera doesn't show the colors like the way it actually is in real life. Is what he said.
Say my camera's anti-color.
It seems like it is there, sir. And you know, we support. You know, we're still
Look
here.
how big that battery tray is, guys.
Wow.
We put humongous batteries in this thing, and it does not care about the weight. It's the craziest thing.
It's true.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
You literally could convert this thing to 8S and put like a.
Hey, man, you can convert
4.
that thing into 10.
I know, with all that room in there.
Get away with it.
It's got all kinds of rooms for activity.
It's clean. That's what he said, for all kinds of activities.
So you got to
Let's
stay
see.
tuned for the actual unboxing video
Yeah, man. Yeah.
This is one of the cool things about this airplane is look at that. That is your elevator connection right
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I like
pretty
that.
good.
I do like that about
there.
it.
Clicks right in.
Whoa!
Whoa!
That does look pretty good, though, man. I do like that.
And
And the cool thing is once it's in,
Vertical.
it's in. See, what we're witnessing, guys, right now is the advancement of the assembly process of airplanes nowadays. Remember, like, it just wasn't this easy. Where, you know, you had to take down the servo leads, the wires were dangling.
Well, again,
Now everything is clean from the factory. Look at that.
there's your vertical connection. Just
Yeah,
into the spot.
that is very nice. Hey, Will, I'm gonna slide off real quick just for a second. I gotta take an important phone call, but I will be right back.
And
We
then
got
this one comes with 2 gray tanks instead of having the alternate white one and a gray one.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah, 'cause I was thinking about like seeing if I could just get like another gray tank and convert it to the other side, but I guess if I just order the tanks for that one, I'll be fine, huh?
Well, so on that airplane, the demo team has a gray and a white one. That's how it's designed. That's not a mistake.
No, I know it's not a mistake. It's just I was just wondering about getting 2 grays.
You don't like them being off colored. But yeah, you can get these ones if that's what you choose. And the cool thing is those tanks don't do anything with that airplane either. I mean, it just works out great, you know?
Yeah, if anything, I'll tell you, this is what I noticed, guys. When you fly with the drop tanks on, to me, it seems like the plane gets a lot more stable.
That's how most airplanes are to me.
Yeah, it seems like to me it's a lot more stable with the drop tanks on. For slow speeds, it's not having that, that waggle like it's gonna stall out.
Another thing, guys, you can see that right there.
What?
That is an aluminum retract. So no more plastic broken housings or anything like that. That's solid aluminum. So it's a robust gear system.
Put you some slats on that thing, man.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But anyway, I got to put this back so I can say unboxing video when I have to do the unboxing video for the official.
Oh, now everybody here knows that you're gonna be
No.
doing a re-unboxing of the already unboxing.
It is still going to be unboxed, and they're going to enjoy it. See, it's getting all put back together, nice and neat.
Yo, what's up, Shay? Yeah, Shay. Yeah.
Let's see, Jeremy. I'm gonna gun pods for it. If not, could you? It's not coming with any this way, so I don't think so. So I would venture to say, make some gun pods, put it out there, and sell the file or print them for people, and you'll make some money. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It's going to be neat to see this thing in the air. The red one already flew flipping awesome. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I can imagine everyone here that has flown the red one, they know that one's gonna fly just as good. It's just gonna look better. Well, I don't say better. It's gonna look great.
I can't wait to get it in the air with that background that we have. Over there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Out there in them salt flats. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. I'm kind of jealous. All that open space like that. Like y'all don't know if me and Bobby had that airspace, that much space that you guys have, we would be. Oh my god, dude, we would be
airplanes.
We'll be unstoppable, man. Well, I'm talking about extremely high speed, low passes. We would be like close to the ground, just.
Now, so I got to do my standard saying when we do this. Right, you ready?
Go.
Hi guys, I'm Jeremy with Banana Hobby, and this is the K8. So we did the unboxing.
The K8 what?
We got to add that in there, right?
It's the K8 what? Say it.
K8 Cradichrome.
Cradichrome? I thought it was Carachrome. Carachrome?
Carachroma?
I think everybody says it differently.
Carachrome?
Carachrome. Carachrome. Carachrome.
Karakorum. K-A-C-O-R-M.
It's definitely I don't know, Russian or something like that.
Yeah, it's definitely rusty. So I call it the
K8. Let's see here. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the
let's see, I got a question for you.
We're talking about the K8. That K8 has the BAE Hawk B.
Show how you power your brake gear and light controller. I have a picture that I show that, but it's not hard. Let me see if I got this photo real quick. But yes, let's talk that if you want. We got easy peasy to do that.
What happened?
Question on how to power the Jet Ruler controllers. Okay, I'll have to show another photo. I got one on my phone.
Where do you see that? Where you saw that? Who asked that?
It was a question. It rolled up. It rolled up in the things.
Oh, further up.
All right, let's see. K8 in 2 to 3 weeks will be in there. J65 Twin 70 will be July/August.
The J65 would be when?
July/August. So that'll be with the B1s. So
Nice.
nice. Find.
Louis Motorsports said, I ain't got time to pronounce that.
That's what I mean. I'm like, it's the trainer. It's the K8 training jet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a handful of
I do not look tired, Tom.
Something to say.
I do not look tired. I get texts on here. It's just kind of funny. While I'm on the show. You guys are funny. Oh, let's see. I do have some stuff to share to you guys that you guys will like.
Yeah, I do like that. Louis Motorsport brought up a good thing there. Fly Fans got that gear controller in there, and you don't have to be bound to the radio to lower the gear. You just hit the button and you can drop the gear. I do like the fact that they have that in there, kind of like how the AF model planes do. They have that gear controller in there. You just hit
all right, there we go. Let me try to see if this picture works for you guys. Okay. So there's several ways to skin a cat, and we're going to show you how I do it, I guess. I got to turn up the brightness. All right, here we go. So that didn't work. Maybe I need to go less. I hate doing phone to phone thing.
Yeah, a lens to a screen is kind of difficult. Yeah, because it's glare. There you go.
All right, guys. So essentially, what it is you got your batteries, and then you got what I consider a jumper cable that goes in between your batteries and your power safes. And so what you do is you just make your wiring. And so it comes with the JSTs with each of the controllers. And then you just either wire them together, or you can even power them individually with small batteries of their own if you felt froggy. But I figure that this is kind of the best way to do it. Then what happens is you have one battery to where if you ever had a fault on here, it would never take out your receiver. You would still have an airplane to at least attempt to land if your gear had problems or something like that. So this is kind of how we go. So if you see how that works, just your positives.
So you got the battery. You got the battery going to, what is that? The power safe. Okay, so you got two cell batteries. Power safe.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you got the lights tied into that jumper cable that's going to the power safe.
Yep.
To one of the jumper cables anyway, going to the power safe.
So hopefully that makes sense on there. Now I'm trying something else. So since, I'm always willing to learn also, okay, there's another way that I was trying to work it too. And so I have a landing gear controller right here. And what my idea is, and I'm going to just disconnect the landing gear off of here, but I'm going to bring this over to show my thought process, since you guys are a lot smarter too on some things. So I have a power safe right here. That's where batteries will power here. Have you guys ever powered like accessories off of a servo channel, just off of the power and negative?
Yeah.
So like right here. So I got my. Okay, let's see.
I've done lights like that.
Here's my controller. My controller has my signal to the gear, but then it has my power going in. Okay, right there.
Mm-hmm.
But then I have the power getting powered into a positive and negative port on this power safe. As far as I understand, these don't draw enough to deter a receiver. Okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna pull that many amps.
Yeah, so if you've got extra ports on here, you should be able to run your gear controller. You should be able to run your brake controller.
As long as you're using the right voltage, you'll be fine. But it's not gonna draw too many amps.
So I've never done that, and so I'm tossing the idea of using that as a setup. But again, I don't think that I'm perfect on anything, and I hope that you guys don't think I'm perfect on knowing everything. But that's something that education can help everybody. So if that works, please let me know. You know what I mean? So because I think it would be really nice to be able to power off the receiver and it shuts everything out.
Yeah. Somebody said like a UBEC.
Yeah, and that's what I think it assumes that it would be, because the PowerSafe has the ability to have the output on there, from what I understand. But yes, plug it into an open port. Yeah.
If you plug into an open port, you're going to get basically whatever voltage that PowerSafe is set to. You're going to get voltage out of it.
And these systems should not be more than 8.4 volts, so 2S LiPo fully charged.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, I have never done that. I've always done the external wire, right? The jumper wire, essentially.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Wagner says, I do wish the directions on the gear controller were explained a little better. Was a pain learning until Noons did a video.
So I just made a video. I put it on Banana Hobby, YouTube. It's a 40-minute long video that explains how to actually set up your doors. So hopefully you enjoy that. It was painful for me to make. It's going to be painful for you to watch. So mutual painful. So hopefully it helps.
Man, you got to go and revamp that video. Dial it down to about 13 minutes.
There's really no way to dumb it down. It shows like if your servo arm is misaligned, whether you got to do an adjustment with linkages. It tells you whether you got to go positive or negative or all of that. It explains it pretty well. I would hope. So hopefully it helps you guys out, but kind of cool. But once you understand these gear controllers, and you know that the landing gear respective, so we'll say left main has to be with the left main's door. If you keep that separate and on its own together, and each one of those, the nose to the nose door and all that, and you do that, the landing gear controller is a fantastic thing. But it's when the people, from what I understand, people are connecting the wrong doors up with the wrong gear. And so the doors to the gear sequencing or matching, because in order for the door to work, the respective door has to see a amperage stop for down or up. If it sees that on a different door, then that door is going to close at the wrong time. So
let's see. Zulu Delta says channels, I think 13 through 20 is meant for that. And then channels 1 through 12 is high resolution channels, so don't put it there.
Thank you for that. Appreciate that information. But again, like I said, I was just thinking of ideas, and I'm like,
yeah, why not?
Why are we not doing that? Is that something that that we can do? You know what I mean? I haven't ever seen anybody do it. So
there you have it. Bill Wagner says you're right. Once you get it figured out, it's nice, but definitely need the doors in the right port. So
yeah, boom.
Let's see here. BD Tennessee, what's going on? I knew you were in the back of the room somewhere. He says 3 channels, 1 for each controller, 7.4 volt in and 7.4 volt out to each controller. There you go. He says he's made custom leads for that purpose alone, so that's awesome.
Yeah, there you go. So BD Tennessee, you're the brilliant one with that stuff. So
there you go, man.
There you go. Like I said, just random ideas, and that's what this show's about, right? It's
amazing.
Expanding our knowledge. It's just not whether or not something's for sale.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, it's
right.
about trying to help people out, and everybody enjoys that. So that's the gee whiz for this show, hopefully.
I know, man.
I'm pulling the power off of my lights on my F22 because I can switch them on and off. So I'm pulling the power off of the channel 8 on my 8-channel receiver and running that into what was supposed to be used for like a S-Bus, the little S-Bus decoders. And I'm just the power and ground port in the S-Bus decoder, plugged all the lights up into that. And so that way I could just switch it on and off. And that's why all my lights are getting power from. It's just running through the power and ground circuit on that instead of the signal circuits. So I mean,
So Zulu's saying that he's going to just use regular a designated battery for that. Yeah, I mean that works, right? It's just one more battery, and then it's also extra weight in the airplane. So
Yeah.
if you need nose weight, yeah, you can go. You can definitely get away with a battery on there. But if you don't need to, then you can get away with just tapping off. And so
Yeah.
all of the Jet Ruler jets that I'm currently running and Pilot that I'm using, even my A10. Shoot, pretty much everything has been that extension wire, okay? And and I don't really see a draw on the one battery. That's the crazy thing. So like I'll see like a 10% difference in a battery when I take them out to charge them.
And those batteries are just for your servos, right?
Yeah.
That's for.
Those are the flight packs. But again, like I said, when
they're not on high draw anyway.
Yeah, this is a minimal draw. The brakes are minimal draw, and the lights are minimal draw. Okay, the lights are probably a little bit more voltage used, but the amperage is like nothing. So, but these power safes, I mean, they're pretty fantastic. So if one battery dumps off, the other one still continues to power everything.
Yeah,
so,
keeps on. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, if you feel like you don't want to make wires, you can just essentially make a wire that runs to its own separate battery, and that works too. Again, there like I said, there's so many ways to skin this cat. You can do that in all kinds of stuff. So
yeah, Zulu Delta says, did you buy a certain extension wire, or did you make it, or does it come?
Oh, I made it. Yeah, you make it. So
what's the voltage of those lights?
The LED light itself.
It's like
So they're a 6 volt LED, but they've got a step down resistor in them.
Okay, so I mean, so you can probably get away with getting, if you're running your battery for your power safe, you can get away with just taking like a UBEC from a free-wing UBEC or something, and just hooking that up into a what's it called? A balance port lead, a female balance port lead, and plug that up into the balance port. But it has to be set up for 2S. So it's only running off 2 cells of the flight pack. That way it doesn't, overload. Or if you turn it off more than that, then it would still break it down. Come again?
I would venture to leave the cells alone.
Yeah.
Do what?
That way you keep all your cells even. I don't like running things off of the JST or the
balance ports. Oh, dude, I do that. I do that with my I do that with 2 of my jets. As a matter of fact, because I don't trust the EC5s. I don't trust the EC5s, the IC5s. I don't trust the solder joints. I put jets behind that. So I know you guys are talking turbine, but still the same.
On the turbine level or turbine level, man, our batteries they're not drawing anything.
I get that. I was just trying to figure out a way to keep without adding weight. If people don't want to make the jumper cable, this is another option they could probably go. But you
can buy an inline Y cable, or not Y cable, JST.
Yeah.
JST. Just at the hobby store, they've got them. I mean, I got one right here, for instance. And then you just tap off of this and just put all 3 of your wires onto it. So look, got one of these right here, direct from the hobby store. And
I just feel like that's introducing a fail point.
Tap onto it and plug in all 3 of your things on there. And
I just feel like you're introducing a fail point at that point. So, I ain't trying to argue with you. I'm just saying,
I'm just saying to keep a simple thing, right? I mean, adding another UBEC in there, that's one more thing that could fail. You already have batteries,
but you're not losing your power to your power safe though. If that fails, you lose power to your power safe.
So currently, just an FYI, I get about 7 flights on an airplane without even having to charge my batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
So it's not enough draw to worry about. So I get 5 flights. I go and I check my batteries every time, 2 batteries, and then I either go and charge them if they're below 50% and run. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, turbines don't using batteries up like that.
They don't.
We're not trying to compare turbine jets to EDFs. I was just trying to come up with another option for people who don't want to go and make that cable, that extension cable. They don't want to do that. There's some people that don't want to do that. I just threw an option out there for them. That's all.
Yeah. Well, so when these come, they come with a JST that doesn't have an other end already soldered on it, so it's just a straight JST. So to make something, you're going to have to do something at one point. So.
Right.
But anyway, it is what it is. Appreciate your guys' information on there. I'm going to try and give it a whirl on something and see how it does. So just another option.
Yeah, man. And a great one at that. So, by the way, some of you guys that are just jumping into the room while we're in here, let's talk about the we'll go back to it. We're talking about the new Hangar 9 a Viper that just came out. Somebody just texted me. They're like, "Hey, man, did you talk about it? Can you talk about it again?" I was like, "You know what? Yes, I can do it.
Why not?
I can do that. You know."
Was it Will behind the scenes texting you?
I am looking at my phone over here.
Hey, you Will. Just show up on time.
I know, right? You missed it this time. You're gonna miss it again. No, let's see here. But we'll go back to it because it is pretty cool. A lot of people want to see it. There you have it right there, boys and girls. It's the Viper 100 Newton turbine. That means you could run off of 85, 90, 100, probably 102 would be on the top. I wonder if you can fit like a 120 in that thing. Probably too much. But
put a 160 in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold the wings.
Bad information now.
Fold the wings, why don't you? But this is a Balsa airplane.
Why not? Hey, that's the whole point of this hobby.
It's a good-looking bird. For sure. You can kind of see the heat right there coming off of there. I just noticed that.
Yeah, you can.
Very neat-looking airplane. Those are pretty good shots, too. But I like the colors. I'm a fan of the colors.
I do like that color.
And everybody knows Vipers are very clean flying airplanes. They fly really well. Just a good-looking airplane. The price is pretty decent. You know, it's not terrible. $1,600 for the airplane and the retracts. So that's not out of the ordinary, you know. Earlier, though, when I was talking to Jeremy, he did say between balsa and foam, honestly, foam is going to be more resilient, you know, to dings and dents and all that kind of stuff. This balsa plane, you know, you might get a little bit of longevity out of it, but you know, when you break something on the balsa, it's going to break, you know. So you got to go in there and have to be able to glue and epoxy. I did just notice this. This is neat to see that they've got little protective grates in there right there to keep the
I see that.
That's in there, keep all the grass out. That's nice to see. And I love the fact that it has a hatch right there. Like that's a good thing.
Yep.
Having a little hatch right there, so you can kind of see how clean it is. Really nice setup right there with K102 in there. Just a nice looking airplane. So really happy to see that. And that looks really nice inside of there, man. That's a nice little setup there. Almost looks real. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, you got it right there. Look how big that bad boy is. And there
you have it. The way he's holding it.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. That's something green. Its last name's Green. I can't remember. He came out with a couple of airplanes, models. Really good-looking airplanes. So there you have it, guys. If you haven't seen it before, you saw it here. Something to think about right there. We're going to jump back into the mix. That was the Hangar 9 Viper 100 Newton. So pretty cool airplane. And, yeah, man, let me jump back in here. What's going on there, Winston Brown? I see you slid into the room. Let's see. T. Vinzi, he says, I love to see another Quad 80 or 90 4-engine Bird, C5 or 8 A380 or 747. Guess what, dude? They got one coming, but hang tight. I'm not even know if I was even supposed to tell them that, Will, but I did.
Wow, you just spilled the beans.
Just spilled the beans, dude. We got one coming. We just don't
Jeremy, he's mad holding his sandwich.
Yeah, dude. You just never know.
You just upset him.
I could have just made stuff up. We don't know yet, you know. That Boomerang Mini Viper is really nice. Winston Brown says includes turbine for $3,700 up. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's a good price if you really think about it.
Yeah, it is not a bad price at all.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? It's 1,700, 1,600. with just an off. That
Oh
was an
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
1,600 for an off, and it's yeah, man, that's actually pretty clean.
Yep. Bill Wagner says, I can't deal with Horizon ship times. Friend has the big MB339 from them, waited 3 months for a replacement fuse that he paid for when ordered. Yeah, man. It
Hey,
is
I
what
wonder
it
if
is.
any of these guys know about that plane I was talking to you about earlier.
Which one?
The Roban,
You talking about the A10?
yeah, the Roban A10.
Stay away
Yeah,
from
man,
it.
I've seen those things before. They've been out for a while.
You say stay away, Jeremy?
Absolutely
Yeah.
stay away from that airplane.
You heard it.
No,
You heard it first.
it
Stay
doesn't
away
have
from that airplane.
enough wing support.
Huh?
They all blow up. The wings separate on them.
Don't
said
tell
it
them that's what happened.
Yeah, do not buy that airplane.
Oh, I wouldn't be buying it. Somebody's
There you go.
wanting to trade it.
There you go, Will.
Somebody wanted to trade it.
Yeah.
There you go, Will.
If you want it for a static display,
Look, right here. That right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Man,
yeah,
it
look
looks like,
right here, Bill Wagner. I told you no, no, no. Also,
hey, there you go. Check
Yeah,
it out. Look.
hell we know.
Hey, there you go, Will. Take a look.
Yeah, it's twin 120.
Man, you're better off with the 80.
the
Anyway.
wings
Oh,
themselves
yeah.
fall apart. Yeah, there's a guy that spent so much time on one, and it just
trying to get it
obliterates.
to fly well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shelf life only.
Man, dude.
The
Yeah,
company-
I've heard stories about the wings would literally fold up on them.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
See,
yeah. One
Like
of
we-
the guys I used to be friends with, he had one of those for sale, big tan one. I think he sold to some guy in California.
see, that's the beauty of this channel, man. We all can like tell each
Good
other,
luck with that airplane.
protect each other, save money to each other, and keep these ideas to one another. So, man, that's funny. He says, I
All
told
right, so
you.
let me ask y'all guys another question. What about that Hangar 9 Beast?
The Beast is good.
Beast. Oh, you're talking about the biplane. That Beast is a pretty cool airplane, but there's no parts for it. Once it's crashed, it's done.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna crash it.
If you ever lose,
He shook his head, yes.
Well, everybody in this room right now thinks you're gonna crash it.
That's crazy. Hey, thank you, Jeremy, for being a friend. I mean,
Oh man.
not saying what's really on your mind.
But I was gonna say, I was like, did you not see his face? He was getting ready to laugh. Let's see.
Oh, man.
Oh man, that is funny though. But no, man, I think you could handle a biplane. You can fly, regular airplane. You can fly two of them. So Let's see here. Bill Wagner says, "You're killing me, Will. That's another no. Thank you, Bill. You're lucky you have friends like that look out and say, don't go over here. Go over here so you can see the money. Man, that's what
dude,
friends are for,
I
man.
was off screen and had to tell you no.
Yeah, see? He's over there texting them real quick. But look, guys, man, we've been rolling for an hour and 4 minutes. I think it's time for us to shut it down, dude. We had another wonderful show, man. We covered some really great topics, good information, and guess what? I stayed awake for it. I didn't fall asleep this time, man. So in the beginning of the show, I literally fell asleep, and before the show started, and was panicking, and I come and sit down in front of the camera, and I'm like, oh, Jeremy's right there. He's been patiently waiting. So, yeah, for you guys that were in here early and you stuck around, I certainly appreciate that. The long hours of the day are taking their toll. But needless to say, let's see. Winston Brown says, are you going to Joe Nall? Man, I don't know if I'm going to Joe Nall. This year is probably going to be the best year for me to go. Hoping maybe we can get RC Pilot Will and myself to go down there.
Well, what you guys need to do is you guys need to go to Jets Over Kentucky. That is where we will be.
I would do that. I will definitely do that for sure. Yeah, and
I'm
that's
holding
what
you to it.
14-hour ride.
I'm going to hold you to it.
It's a 14-hour ride. I'll have RC Pilot will drive it. It'll be perfectly fine.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we'll
driving the whole 14
do
hours.
it. You can do it, dude. Come on, I believe in you. Well, I believe you got it, man.
What we gonna do? Rent a truck?
Yeah, we'll get a truck and we'll just go.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, you can go to Home Depot and for $19.99 a day,
Yeah,
use their truck.
that's right. Let's see here. But no, guys, just want to give y'all a heads up and tell y'all thank you very much for checking out the show. Like I said, we'll be back in the swing again, like every Thursday, like we normally do, having a good time. And again, certainly appreciate RC Pilot Will, Jeremy Salt in here, and myself. Yeah, be proud of me. I said Salt. Yeah, instead of Stolt.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
that
We
so
used to
many
say
years,
Stoke for the longest.
but we're back in here. So, RC Pilot Will, you got anything before we punch out?
Jets over Kentucky, real quick, is in Campbellsville, Kentucky, and it is July 12th, I think, through the 19th or 20th. It's an entire week. It's all on an actual airport runway. It's pretty cool. So
smash that like button, boys.
Check it out online. It is the most grand event for Jets by far. So,
man, there you have it, boys. Look, we certainly appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with us. RC Pilot, Will, you got anything, man?
Not a whole lot, man. Just everybody have a good weekend. If you get some good weather, get out there and fly. Bobby, real quick, just gonna throw it out there, man. Hey, so the old lady's starting up a business, man. She's doing printing and graphics. So guys, on the East Coast, soon y'all be able to get some graphics printed out instead of having to get stuff from Cali all the way in Cali. So
that'd be really cool, man. Yeah.
So yeah, she's getting the equipment ready, and she'll soon be able to start printing off graphics too. So that'll be. I'll keep you guys posted on that when a contact comes up where y'all can reach out to her for doing that, and she can hook you guys up. So yeah.
Really, there you go. And Jeremy, you got any last rights, my friend?
Let's see. Let me put a shout out to our Bonneville Jets event. That is June 18th through the 20th here in Grantsville, Kentucky. Salt Flats and all that. Come on out to that event. It's going to be super awesome. We're going to make this thing as large as we can. You can camp out there. Be safe. Have fun. Bonneville Jets. It's on Facebook. So check it out.
There you go. Guys, again, certainly appreciate you guys. Mountain RC, I saw what you said. He says, thanks for doing the show every week, guys. Again, I really appreciate you guys. Jeremy, Will, Tim, when you pop in, Brett, some of you guys that jump on here to help share the knowledge of the hobby and everything. And like I said, I enjoy doing it as well. And, it's one of those things where it's Thursday. We're right there at Friday. It's a good beginning of the end of the week. And so I hope you guys have a great one. We'll see you next Thursday. Y'all take care of yourself. Until then, we are out. Happy flying, and we're not lying. Boom.